Hey y'all, my name is Jada. If you're new to my channel, welcome to my channel, and if you're coming back, welcome back to my channel. As you can tell by the title, today we're going to be doing a July monthly reset. It's a new month and it's time to reset and get our life together. So I made like a list of a couple things that I'm gonna do with y'all. My setting's a little bit weird. I'm out doing an internship right now. I'm not at home, but we still gonna reset. If you're not already, make sure you are subscribed. Make sure you like the video and comment below what your thoughts are or how you reset for anything. You can do a reset for school, you can do a reset for moving, you can do a reset for anything, but this is gonna be like a July monthly reset. So you can do this for every month of the year. So yeah. So just to give y'all like a general outline of what are we resetting, what are we doing. So I made a list of things that I personally feel like are good to like reset for the month. So first we're gonna reflect, then we're gonna set some goals, we're gonna declutter and clean some things, we're gonna update some of our stuff, and then we're gonna review things. So those are the 6 things that we're gonna be doing in this video. So I hope y'all enjoy it, and yeah, let's just reset. Okay, so the first thing I want to do is I want to reflect on the month of June. I think reflections are very important because it gives you that time to look back at the things that you achieved and make a list of things that you're grateful and just kind of see what things you could have done better. So we're going to reflect on June. So I have my iPad right here. A lot really happened in June. So really, I'm going to have to think hard because June was a very busy month for me. So we're going to reflect. If you have an iPad, a really good app to use for taking notes is called Good Notes. I love it and I highly recommend it. So that's what I'm going to be using today to journal. I feel like journaling is personal. Let me connect y'all to my light. I know I look a little yellow. Let's get y'all, okay, yeah. It looks a little better. Journaling is like a quiet time and just reflecting. Okay, so I'm gonna reflect. Just kind of watch me, but don't look at what I'm writing because that's kind of nosy. Just kind of watch me reflect my life, my month of June. I have to pull up my calendar. I'm sorry, because like I need to make sure I'm thinking of the right events. Okay, so I just made a list of a bunch of things that I'm grateful for. So now I'm going to make a list of things that I'm proud that I was able to achieve during the month of June. Okay, so I just made a list of things that I achieved. So now I'm gonna make a list of lessons that I learned. And I feel like all this overlaps if you think about it. Because I feel like the lessons you learn are things that you achieved because you can achieve like from learning from a lesson. And then number 2, you can be grateful for learning from a lesson, but we're gonna still categorize it because it can still be separate, but you get what I'm saying. But yeah, I can share one lesson with y'all right now. One of the lessons that I learned is I'm sorry, I'm a little silly right now. Okay, so the last thing I'm gonna journal for my reflections for the month of June are things that I can improve on. So these can be like anything that you think you could have did better on, so I'm gonna write that next. Okay, so just to give you like one example of one of the things I put on my things to improve on, improving my sleeping schedule because it's not the best right now. I'm still trying to get the balance of everything. I be booked and busy, but I need to take time to go to sleep and rest. So yeah, so those are the 4 things that I journaled on, and I feel like this was like a very good exercise doing like a reflection of the past month because it like allows you to step back and like be like, wow, June was a lot and I did a lot and I'm happy I did a lot and I'm proud of myself and I'm excited to start July. So this was a great exercise. I highly recommend journaling, whether it's on paper, your iPad, typing on your computer. Just let your thoughts out. So now we have to look hindsight, and we want to now set new goals, and we want to review long-term goals. You don't ever want to forget about those goals you set for long-term because it helps you stay on track. So first, I'm gonna look at my long-term goals so I can be reminded. For my long-term goals, I actually every year for New Year's I make like a mood board, but it's like a vision board. I make a vision board for the year using photos on Pinterest, and I do it online. So I'm just gonna kind of look at it and like make mental notes to see where I'm at with everything. I'm gonna write it out because just looking is like, I don't know. This is reviewing long-term goals. And if you don't have long-term goals, set some now that you can use. It may be a long-term goal you have is no longer something you want to go after. That's why it's good to review your long-term goals. So what I'm doing is I'm like writing out the description of my goals like in word form, and then after that I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna kind of like do a mental check point to see where I'm at reaching that goal. How far am I? What do I need to do to get closer to it? What do I need to stop doing that's keeping me from getting closer to it? So that's what I'm doing right now. Oh my gosh, y'all, I saw this quote. I gotta find it. Like, give me a second, please. Okay. Decide what kind of life you want, then say no to everything that isn't that. Think about that. That's deep. When I read that quote, the first thing I think of in my head is discipline. I feel like a lot of times whenever we have goals and set our minds to things, that we want to have motivation to do it, which is nothing wrong. Motivation helps you get started, but that's it. You need discipline to stay at it. If you want to continue doing something daily, routinely, weekly, whatever it may be, motivation is not going to keep you doing it. You need discipline. And that quote right there, say no to everything that isn't that, is discipline. And I really like it. Like, I love it. So just wanted to share that with y'all. Think about that whenever you are setting goals, and think about that when you are reviewing your long-term goals. If something is happening and it doesn't align with what you're trying to do, say no to it. Stay focused, be disciplined. When you have discipline, on days where I don't feel like going to the gym, I go to the gym because the discipline is there. Like, I just go. I don't care how I feel. I don't care if I'm tired. I don't care if I just want to go to the room and eat and watch Netflix. I go to the gym. So discipline is what gets you there, not motivation. Just wanted to say that. I'm gonna get back to writing my long-term goals, but hey, free game. Free game. Oh my gosh, while I'm journaling, like another thing I feel like that's important with your long-term goals is not only discipline, but this goes hand in hand. But I was gonna say like consistency. Like, consistency leads to discipline. So really the order is like motivation to get started, consistency, just the urge to keep going, and discipline is like, no matter what y'all say, I'm gonna do what I have to do. I feel like those are like the 3 steps that you should follow for your goals. There's other steps too, but I feel like those are like, you know, the 3 main things. It just came to my mind. I'm gonna write that down. Motivation, consistency, and discipline. Quoted by Jada. Okay, back to my journaling. So I finally like wrote out all of my long-term goals, which were a lot. Some of my long-term goals I've already reached. For instance, one of my goals were getting a new car. I got it, so I can cross it out. It's nothing like crossing out a goal that you achieved. So grateful for God. So now I'm going to set new goals. So when I set new goals, these aren't like necessarily long-term goals per se, but these are like feasible goals, just short-term goals basically. But these are goals really like geared towards July, and like it really helps that I reflected on June, because I can look back at June to see what I need to improve on, because I made that list of improvements, and then I can use that list to help me with my July goals. So for instance, I know I told y'all earlier that my sleeping schedule is like not good. A goal I can set is go to sleep by this time so I can wake up by this time. Okay, so I set a couple of goals for the month. I didn't set too many goals because it's just the month. The next thing is we're gonna declutter. When I say declutter, I'm not referring to my room. My room is fairly clean. I mean like our phone, our iPad, our computer, Apple Watch, whatever you got, we're gonna declutter that device because we have so much stuff on our phone that's not needed, and I feel like we need to get rid of it. Lucky for me, I actually decluttered my phone like Monday, and when I tell y'all it took me hours to declutter my phone, I went through my camera roll and I had deleted like over 2,000 photos that I don't need. Like, so I'm gonna declutter because I'm guilty of taking pictures and videos of things that I never use ever again. It's just a content creator in me. Like, I just record. My camera on my phone is pretty much clean because I did it already, and it's connected to my iPad. Now we're gonna do the computer. This is really what I don't want to do, to be honest. Let's see where we can start. So the first thing I'm gonna do is go through my settings. I actually did a little bit of this too earlier in the week, but I went through my settings and I deleted like apps on my computer that I don't use, and I kind of cleared up my desktop to make it not look so cluttered. But I'm gonna re-look at the apps I have on here. Okay, so next I'm gonna go through my files. That's really where the gunk is at. I have folders of things because I don't like things just randomly in my downloads. I like to have it in a folder, but I really need to like go in each folder and organize it because it's not organized. I guess while I'm doing this, we can talk. Like, come on, let's talk. I don't know what I want to talk about. I'm sorry. I hope everyone's having a good summer. I hope everyone is just enjoying life and just taking it day by day. Oh, that was a lot, but it looks so much better. So now I'm going to go through emails. Now, if you watched my last video, I went through my emails and cleared it up. So my emails aren't gonna be too bad, but at the same time, I do let my emails stack up. The next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make sure all of my softwares are up to date. So my phone is up to date, my iPad is up to date, my Apple Watch is up to date. I'm going to update my resume, my Google Calendar, my LinkedIn profile before I update this computer, because I don't know how long the update's gonna take. I'm gonna update my computer now. It's Windows version 11. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to physically clean my devices. I'm literally gonna use paper towels and like hand sanitizer. And I'm going to take my phone, my iPad out of its case and clean it, because it needs to be cleaned real bad. I've never taken my iPad out. So we got to clean our devices. My computer is now installing the update, so we're good. We're towards the end now. I'm reviewing my finances for the month of June. I really try to avoid doing this, but you need to see how much you spend because there's a lot of things that we spend money on that's unnecessary. I'm gonna be not only reviewing my June finances, but I'm going to budget for July to see what do I need, what expenses do I have in store, and what do I need to have set aside. So we're gonna do that. I actually made a budget sheet and it's quite simple. This is what it looks like. Income, bills, expenses. I don't know, but we're just gonna do it. Let's look. It can't be too bad, right? This is important because it's gonna show like, wow, like how much you spent for one, but two, like it's gonna make you want to do better. Because the last time I did this, I was like, I gotta do better. And I haven't done this in a while. Apparently, I was subscribed to something and I'm about to unsubscribe from that because you're not gonna take my money without me knowing. So we're gonna unsubscribe. But I'm gonna be back once I finish writing all this down because it's a lot. I'm just gonna keep going and see how it ends. It's not looking too good though, but we gonna keep going. Hey y'all, so my camera SD card is like full, so we're using my phone now. Last time we talked on my camera, I was going through my finances, seeing what I spent, what I didn't need to spend on, my income, all of that stuff. So I learned a lot of lessons through that. I need to spend more wisely. And yeah, that's pretty much it, just spend wisely. And I went ahead and I also started on July, seeing how much I spent so far for July, just so I can kind of see where I'm headed to. And I set aside my bills for July as well, so I can know, okay, this is for that. And I really do appreciate that I did this, because if I didn't, y'all, I wouldn't have caught that I was paying 2 bills every month that I did not know about. I really should have been caught that, because if you're being real, you should be checking your finances every day, because people scam and it's just so much going on. So that's on me. Overall, I'd say this reset was needed. It was very time consuming, I will admit. This took a lot of time, And this is like a basic reset, I feel like, because I didn't have to clean my room because my room's already clean. So I really hope that I was able to teach y'all a couple of things. Don't forget motivation, consistency, and discipline when it comes to your goals. Keep those 3 things in mind. Quoted by Jada, of course. If you liked the video, like literally like the video, so I know you liked it. If you're not already, make sure you're subscribed. More videos are coming. Hope you'll have a great day. Hope you'll have a great July. Y'all, summer is going by so fast. I hope y'all have a great July, and I'll see y'all with my next video. Bye.